Welcome back to our Final Fantasy Origin walkthrough. In this episode we're going to be doing Schemes of the Past at the Ancient's Tower. So let's get cracking on through. The recommended average equipment level for this stage is 88, ours is 85. The difficulty does spike up quite a bit on this mission, so I would recommend rocking your highest level jobs that you have. On that basis we are going to be using Ninja and White Mage, which are our main jobs. And Ninja's going to be using Utsusemi for the shadows quite often. We're going to be pumping out the limit breaks on the teammates. There's no hidden memory on this stage, there's no special memory, no hidden orb to find. It's mostly just slice and dice, hack and slash. Although, like I mentioned, it is quite difficult. So make sure to keep popping your teammates into limit break mode. For the most part, we're going to be using the Utsusemi and then just doing the RB spam with the katanas. We do also have White Mage, so we can, flick to that and whip on some haste gear or whatever it may be. Might help out our teammates and stuff. The sort of like undead enemies like this are also weak to white magic, that type of stuff, so you can use that to your advantage if you wish. But yeah, I'd recommend using your highest level jobs that you have on this stage because it is a spicy meatball, and you don't really want to use this stage as like just a leveling up type stage. You want to be going all in really. This is also based on Delkfoot's Tower from Final Fantasy XI, this stage, so on that basis this is my actual favourite mission in the entire game. So this is a place from Final Fantasy XI, an island called Kufim Island. You go there around level 20, I think it is, in Final Fantasy XI. One of the best games ever created. I would highly recommend playing it. So this is like ultimate nostalgia trip for me right now. Like I say, for the most part, just make sure you got your Utsusemi applied, and the teammates are just in limit break mode, so they can just go insane, just delete everything. There are breakable walls as well, so there's a few hidden bits and bobs you can grab by smashing these walls and stuff. And we're going to use these teleport panels. Once again, this is a throwback to Final Fantasy XI. I remember using these back in the day. Used to grind this area for some EXP. Don't forget to use your soul shield. Hold down B when you see the purple attack so you can steal their attacks, like this supersonic wave that we can cast back at the enemy. It also might be worth doing a little bit of grinding before you jump into this, so if you find that your level is a bit too low and you find that you're getting spanked by a lot of these enemies, then it's probably worth running a few missions here and there. Divine Sigil and Flee on the abilities that we have set there. I might find a treasure chest over here. Like I mentioned, there's nothing too wild on this. Like, some of the gear is probably not the highest level gear anyway, so it's not the end of the world if we miss like one treasure chest or something like that. So we'll just spam through the tower, Utsusemi, and we'll buff up as well with haste. Supersonic wave. I think something interrupted it. Anyway, we'll smash on through. Let me know in the comments if you did play Final Fantasy XI yourself. Yeah, what was your favourite job classes, all that good stuff. I was a White Mage main, and then I also leveled Ninja. I also leveled Black Mage, so I was White Mage, Black Mage, and White Mage Ninja, which is pretty much why I'm using White Mage Ninja on Final Fantasy Origin, because that's what I mained in Final Fantasy XI, so it's just natural to use that setup. Watch out for these bad boys here, because they can hit like an absolute truck. So yeah, just be careful there. I've used Lightbringer. I also did use a little bit of magic regen. We need to pop Utsusemi back on. So like I say, these things are hitting pretty hard. There we go. So that is that. I think we have to head through there at some point if memory serves. It's been a little while since I played this stage. Well, I think if memory serves, we have to go through there and hit that crystal to open up some bits and bobs. We'll press the cubes. We probably can level up some stuff, to be fair, so probably should check that stuff out. We've got a few points we can whack into Sword Fighter, so I'll just whack points into whatever at this point. The main jobs that I'll be using is pretty much that White Mage and Ninja anyway. So, you know, it's not really the end of the world if we don't even level anything up at all. What you could do is check through your gear, and if you wanted to try and like configure your gear so that you had good affinities, you could kind of like filter EXP through to other jobs that you're not currently using. This enemy is called Nightmare, and it is an actual nightmare. It's pretty beefy, so just be careful with these. Might be worth Lightbringer to smash that break gauge down. Look out for the purple abilities so you can soul shield them. To be fair, casting lightning back at that didn't really do too much. Well, at least we absorbed the attack. Let's whip out the old Utsusemi. Make sure to be popping our party members into limit break as per usual. Smash on through. That'll do. I'm gonna hold down B and try and absorb something there, but I can hardly see what's actually popping off, but a bit wild at the minute. I'm going to Divine Sigil and Flee so we can roll around at the speed of sound. We've got places to go. We've got to follow our rainbow, of course. Breakable wall. We might as well smash through it and see what's behind it. Sometimes the breakable walls are the actual way to go, and sometimes it's just extra stuff. So we'll grab this. That's just extra stuff as far as I can see. Might as well take out this bad boy. There we go. I'm just going to get my bearings because that just went into a bit of a crazy wombo combo fest there. Kind of lost my way a little bit, but there we go. There are some little trap things here. They're not too crazy, however, so don't worry too much. Just going to go Utsusemi up. Just go for your RB spam. So the katana RB spam, so you hold down RB so you get into that stance. And then you just spam RB over and over and over again. That works really well if you've got Utsusemi on, because you're basically just invincible whilst you're spamming away. Anyway, we need some kind of key, so looks like this is the way over to the left. Just gonna run through a little bit, see what we can find. We've got 2 Utsusemi shadows on. So ultimate nostalgia running up these stairs and stuff. There's the key to the door, so key of the worthy. So we can go up. I think we should check out the door first before going up. So let's go do that. We've still got Flee applied because we use Divine Sigil, which I think it doubles the length of the buff if you use Divine Sigil first. Okay, let's jump on in. Oh yeah, so just some random loot. Some of that might be decent, to be fair, so we could probably just jump into settings, press select. At the minute I'm just kind of like doing auto equip. I'm not really too fussed about the affinities right now, but you know, that'll do the job. So divine. Oh, we've not got enough MP to flee, actually. I was hoping some might be in those pots, but guess not. But yeah, many hours spent in Deltfoot's tower back in the 2000s, back in Final Fantasy XI, grinding these ancient bats for EXP and these giants and stuff. You do fight giants in the tower that look very similar to this. Not identical to this, but they look very similar to this. I was going to say, hopefully we've got Utsusemi on. We don't. So we're going to have to take that one on the chin. Remember, always use Utsusemi. Can learn from my mistakes. Okay. So let's push on. We'll flee. Oh no. Here we go. We've got 3 shadows applied. There we go. So we just, basically our teammates helped out there by being in limit break mode and just destroying the break gauge. So we can drop down.
For another route? Jump down the scary hole?
I think there is something down there that we do have to grab at some point, if memory serves. Like I say, it's been a little while since I played this level, but... And we have a platform that teleports us forward. Okay, let's take a look this way. I think this is just loot, but we might as well go for it. A supersonic wave and send that back at them. Make sure we Utsusemi up here. Learn from last time. Getting, you know, smashed into the ground by the giant. We don't want a repeat of that. So Soul Shield is insanely effective at kind of stopping that supersonic wave. You can also cast it back. Sometimes you can get caught in that supersonic wave for ages, and it just seems to go on for a lifetime. So if you use Soul Shield, that will help you out in that situation. Okay, so we've got teleport thing or drop down. Let's check the drop down. I can't remember if there's anything insanely useful in this area. I think it may lead to like one of those crystals that I mentioned before. I think we have to like attack those crystals to proceed. Got a treasure chest. Some decent-ish stuff in there. Dead end that way. Gonna use magic regen so we can keep spamming flee. So treasure chest inside there. Just keeping my eyes peeled for, you know, the breakable walls. We've got a collectible lore item there if you want to grab that bad boy. These are packing a massive punch. We'll whip out the old trusty white mage for a little bit. Dire should do pretty decent damage against these. And just white mage in general is pretty good there. Okay. Let's grab all that stuff and then we'll head on up. So we've got a breakable wall here. I think this is where we teleported before. So it's just extra loot and stuff down there essentially. So we'll go through the teleport. So it's taking us up to 7th floor.
There's not much left. Cornelia was populous and strong.
This'll do. We'll head this way. We've got a Tomberry.
was then when the Cornelians
Just see it.
war on the verge of breaking.
Gotta be careful of Chef's knife. Once again, have your Utsumi on.
Stories say no trace of their civilization.
No way.
So I think it gets like progressively more difficult as we kind of like jump up the tower. So these enemies are going to be pretty spicy.
Alright. I'm ready.
So we need to be ready for that. I'm just going to kind of like buff up a little bit and just kind of prepare. Maybe some haste gear. I'll also use magic regen, so we just constantly regenerate him.
Time to go wild.
There we go. Just smash through these real quick. So you get like a chain break there, so that's all good. Get the fleet on. Some extra treasure if you want to grab it. Let's see what's in the old chest. Let's take out this giant real quick. I think there was something at the top of this tower back in the day called a notorious monster as well in Final Fantasy XI. So it's like a sort of like a rare spawn kind of thing that people used to farm for like rare gear and stuff. Push on forward. So I think there's like 9 floors or something. I think this one was the 7th floor. Just gonna quickly have a look around for some extra loot and stuff. Grab that. It's a pretty decent mace there. I see. Got a Malboro. I'm not sure why that Malboro was it's like pacifist Malboro or something there. Just like just didn't want to fight. Not got it in him. So we've got a secret memory. Not a secret memory, sorry. Collectible lore. Secret memories are purple. That's not purple. Okay, so we've got the 8th floor.
Yeah, we get it. We need another.
I think we might need a key or something to open this. So Maiden's Key.
This must mean there's another key and another door.
And this should be like not activated just yet. Okay. So what we need to do is make our way around so that we grab this key, the Maiden's Key. Currently we're maidenless. So we've got to follow this round until we head up above and get the key. So let's head this way. I'm going to use magic regen so we can keep spamming flee. There's a fair bit of like running around at the speed of sound on this stage. As you can see, it's gets a bit wild with all these different floors and stuff.
Another locked door. Just how obsessed were they with security?
Okay, another key here.
It feels as if there's a locked door around
The Key of Phantoms.
They must really want to keep something safe.
Let's pop through there. Looks like we've got the Key of Phantoms, so that has already opened. And we can also go upstairs. Let's check out the Key of Phantoms door first. See what's through here. Ah, that's the elevator. In fact, before we pop up the elevator, let's just check the stairs real quick.
Say that things they can't explain were left behind by Lufenia.
This tower just popped out of nowhere. Well, it's more of a
See what's popping off up here real quick.
Worst gift I've ever seen.
We may get a drop from this fight, so let's jump into it.
Thirsty monster? Someone in Lufenia had a serious sadistic
Because
streak.
this, once again, is very much a throwback to Final Fantasy XI. You have to go up the tower and defeat a giant to get a key to open a door. Don't forget, if you attack the enemy in the back, you always get a critical strike. So if you can attack in the back, then definitely bag those critical strikes. We have another teleport tower here. Okay, what we'll do is before popping through the teleport, just double check this door. And check this elevator. That's actually taking us down. So this must be a shortcut, I think. Back towards the start.
What is this?
Ah, so this is the crystal that I was speaking of a little bit earlier. So let's press that. I believe that activates things within the tower itself. So let's keep that activated and glowing red. Then we're going to head back up. And this time we'll head towards the portal. So we'll just activate that red crystal. Regen, divine, and flee. Head up here. This music is absolutely awesome as well. This is once again music from Final Fantasy XI. All the nostalgia in this stage. Okay, so head on up. I believe this will teleport us up a floor. 9th floor it has. Which I think this is the final floor. Push on through. Got a crystal here.
Second crystal activated.
Okay, that's 2. I think we need
That device appears to be linked
to go through here to finish the stage.
But it's not fully lit up yet. Experience tells me there are more.
So we need more crystals. So we've got the Maiden Key here.
Another key.
Let this be the final.
And then the elevator. This one should take us back down pretty much to exactly where that Maiden door was. Regen, divine, and flee. So if we hang a right here, there we go. Should get the Maiden Key Door, so
That should give us access
we're not
to
maidenless anymore.
I can't even tell where we are anymore. Let us out already.
Okay, so far so good. So there's just one more crystal to activate, I think, and if memory serves, I also think it's in this direction. So let's smash on through this. Easy as pie. Okay, I'm just going to try smashing those for MP. Although our MP is full from the regen, so fair play. Here we go, so that's the third.
Appears they've all activated. Let's investigate.
Okay, so we are 3 for 3. This stage can be a little bit confusing because all of the floors and stuff pretty much look exactly the same. Okay, so now we need to head back to where that sort of like giant teleport portal was. So if we head up here, have a little bit of a stroll around whilst we wait. There we go. Okay, so let's head on to the giant portal. Seat of Calamity. This should be the final bit. I'm just checking behind there for treasure, which is not there.
My instincts are telling me we'll find Astos behind this.
Yep,
door.
and then we'll rest up at the cubes and we'll prep for the boss fight. So jog trees.
Oh dear.
We can't level anything up, it seems, at the Moski. So that is fine. We'll just leave it at that. Battle settings. We'll just press auto equip. Just whack all the auto best stuff on. That should do the job. In terms of our party members, we have Black Mage and we have Samurai helping us out here. So we're rocking White Mage and Ninja. Other than that, we should be good to go. So we're going to Ucha Semi up as per usual. Then we'll cast some White Magic when we jump in. So let's jump into the fight. Once again, just going to jump straight through the cutscenes and stuff and just skip through that. There we go. and just jump straight into the boss fight itself. We should buff ourselves up with some white magic if possible. Just gonna pop the party members into limit break. Let them get a little bit of aggro. Okay, so let's haste get up. Regenga. Ideally we could do with using magic regen because it's pretty important for obviously casting all this white magic and stuff. We're going to Semi. Ideally I'm going to try and attack in the back if possible. Sometimes it is not possible, but what I'm doing here is essentially kind of like dodging around to try and get right behind his butt. Need to be careful here. So potion up, Semi. That's why Regenga is useful. Back to Ninja. Make sure we pop our party members into limit break. Just kind of dodging around once again, just holding LB and then just A to dodge around the back. Try and get those criticals in. Remember to keep popping your party members into limit break as well. And keep on heading round. Semi back up because we lost the shadows. This break gauge is about to be depleted. There we go, so that's the first phase. It's awesome animation once again. We've got one shadow on for now. Shadow's gone. Gonna Semi back up. Don't forget you can soul shield attacks and stuff if you need to get a little bit of MP back. Yeah, make sure to be using your soul shield and stuff so you can get your MP back. Got 3 shadows on. I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm going to try and soul shield that if possible to get some MP. Need to be careful here. Semi. Haste gap. Regen gap. Okay, so that's that. Cast the spells. We've still got 2 shadows on. I'm going to get behind. Go for the spam, the RB spam with the katana. We've got 1 shadow remaining, so we're still good for now. Keep on smashing away. We'll use the soul burst. And there we go. That is the Iron Giant. And that is the end of the stage.